Hello everyone, Impiator here. Welcome back to my newcomer's guide for Elden Ring. This is part 22. In the last episode, we tackled more side content with the Deathbirds of Liurnia and the Academy Crystal Cave. So, as I pointed out over the last several episodes, level 40 to 50 is the sweet spot for starting Rey Lucaria Academy. We're at level 47 right now. So, if you're struggling with the side content and you're around that level, consider tackling this location first, because it's large. There's a lot of stuff in here that is lower level than what we're tackling right now, though some of the higher level stuff there does match up with some of the higher level stuff that we are tackling right now, so take that into consideration too. Now in this episode, we're going to start by grabbing some items kind of up this bridge here. And then we're going to be working our way towards this location, which is the Ravine Veiled Village Grace. We're not going to actually tackle the dungeon that's there. After that, though, we are going to be heading towards the Erdtree Avatar that's over here. Then we're going to make our way up to the village here. This is the Frenzied Flame Village. And then this is the Church of Inhibition. So after that, we're going to travel over to the Kingsrealm ruins, and there's a boss there that we can face as well. And that's what I think we're going to wrap out this episode with. So I'm going to head to the Rey Lucaria Crystal Tunnel first. Just because it kind of starts the path that I want us to follow for this. Alright, so after we get out here, we're going to kind of keep the cliff to our right here. And one of the things that I want to show you is that there is a spirit spring right here. So this is one of several ways to get up to this kind of northern area here. Specifically, we'll basically get here, and from there you can work your way up to the village, and then finally to the Church of Inhibition. That's one of the ways to get up to this platform here. Otherwise, though, we're going to keep heading along it, and we're looking for a chair that has an item in it. There we go. Got a somber smithing stone. So next we're going to head to kind of these little outcrops that are here. Pick up a couple items. Okay, so I want to mention that a lot of people sleep on their consumables. You shouldn't sleep on your consumables. I don't use them that much right now, but especially for various specific situations, they can be beneficial, such as the poison pots. So I'm going to go ahead and pop a poison pot, grab that, and we'll equip it to our hotbar. Because I want an item that's over there, but these things are in the way. Well, what do we do about that? Pop goes the weasel. That's what we do. So wait for them all to go pop. That way we can get in here safely. Old Fang. A lot of these items have really interesting uses, so definitely experiment with that. But otherwise, we're going to be heading now towards this little outcrop here. Up in here for some grease. Then we're going to head northeast to the shore. The soporific grease, by the way, is basically a sleep grease. Makes your weapons do sleep damage. Anyway, when you come over here, you're going to see another chair with another somber smithing stone in it. Now we're going to follow the path up the river. Buy ourselves another grace. These ones require a little bit more effort to deal with. I don't recommend fighting them right now. Just pass them. They're easy enough to avoid. As we get closer, there is another seed here. This makes 2 that we have right now. We'll need a 3rd in order to get another heal. We'll get that at the beginning of the next episode, though. So grab a somber smithing stone, and then we got another grace here. This is right at the entrance of another dungeon. We're going to hold off on doing that, though, until after we finish Raya Lucaria Academy. There are some bats over here, by the way, but I'm going to go ahead and kill this thing quickly. Or at least I'm going to try. Nice. Alright, so we've gotten that item. Now we're going to head over to the Eastern Tableland. So before we move on, I want to call out this right here. So this is the Ainsel Well. You can basically go there. There's also the Siofra Well entrance that we unlocked way back. So both of these wells are places that have higher level stuff in them. However, they have lots of items that you can very easily just run through and pick up. So while we're not going to be going there at this point, there's certainly nothing stopping you from going ahead and going to both, picking up all the items on the ground. That can give you a lot of crafting materials, especially some of the higher end materials for your weapons. We're not going to be going there for a while, though, but consider it. As far as this guy, he's difficult. However, he doesn't do a whole lot of damage with his attacks, but he attacks often. He's a lot faster than his size would suggest. So, Bonk Stick works really well with those guys. Otherwise, though, we're going to get back up on the road here, and we're going to follow it. So we've got a bear here who's not friendly. So grab the cured white meat. Alright, so this is the first time that we are going to be attacking these guys. So, as you can see, they don't really... we're able to basically interrupt their attacks. They do lots of attacks, though. When you start swinging at them, the only thing that they can respond with whenever they're stunned is to hold up their arm and then they'll swat at you in order to get you off of them. So very easy to interrupt their attack patterns. But they are hyper aggressive, so they will keep swinging at you. Now I do want to call out as well, this would normally be a bad idea to go this way because there's a guy up there who's going to start shooting magic arrows at us, and he is no slouch with those arrows. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to sneak up there. Basically, you want to kind of get yourself on the ledge here, and then we're going to jump up here. Might take you a few tries, but try to find the highest section here as you're coming up here, and you should be able to do it. There we go. So, Frenzied Flame Stone. We're going to follow this path. Eventually, we're going to go that way. However, come over here first, and we're going to grab ourselves into the grace. And then what I like to do is I like to kill the guy who's up here. That sometimes will get the attention of the guy who's over here. That guy's already alerted. We might have to go kill him first. We'll see if they sit back down. Normally the other guy's in the grass right here. I think we alerted him. Yeah. Again, not too bad. Alright, so we'll go ahead and head back over here. Drop back down. And we're going to head down this path. So we got another walking mausoleum here. Come over here for a spiral horn shield. And then over here, there's an arteria leaf. Along with a bear. Go grab it, then just run. Just going to follow this path north. We got another smithing stone. gonna come over here. There is another race over here. So we're going to kind of hug these rocks. And as you come in here, you're going to notice this little hole here. The Kello's lilies, by the way, they're crafting materials. We've gotten a bunch before, but they don't respawn. So anyway, we're gonna head back the way we came. So we just got the Horn Charm, raises robustness. We also got the Spiral Horn Shield. So this is a second one of these. The other one's in the water over there. So we're gonna basically just go around this one. All right, so we want to deal with these enemies first. All right, so got that taken care of. Let's go ahead and pop some stuff. We're gonna stick to a box stick as usual for this type of fight. Again, same types of attacks, nothing special here. As usual, the attack we want to avoid. I should not have gotten greedy. All right, and that's going to do it. So what you're going to get is what I like to call the 20% trifecta. You basically have the ability to boost your damage output for magic by 20%, your lightning by 20%, and your holy shroud and your holy damage by 20%. So nice to have for sure if you are into those types of builds. So I'm going to show you the third way to get up to the village, which is actually my preferred way because of where we are right now. So we want to get to the... Oops. Oh no, didn't mean to do that. Oh well. So we want to get up to the Frenzied Flame Village. Easiest way to do it is going to be basically to climb up here and then jump onto this. So you can get to the top if you want, but usually as long as you time it, you can make it without. Oh, so close. I'm not great at really tight movements on torrent. Okay, there we go. So now we are up on kind of the upper area here. The first thing we're going to head towards is going to be here. We can't access this yet, but we will get it on our map for later and mark it. So there are also some items out here we'll go ahead and pick up too. We don't recommend dealing with any of these enemies. So we need a gesture called erudition. We actually get it from Thops' quest. So once we finish up his quest, we'll get that ability. Otherwise, just put it on your map. I'm going to go ahead and mark it since I am liable to forget it otherwise. Because again, I'm not a magic builder. Alright, so next we're going to head to the tower that's over here. Now, you can't currently see the tower, but you're going to see the flames above it as we reach near it. That right there. So that causes you to gain, as you can probably tell, madness. Let's see. We are a little ways off another level. So what we want to do is we want to try to get behind things as we approach this place. And we need to kill the enemies that are up top. got it. Make sure to heal before you die from madness. Oh, oh. That might do it. Oh, awesome time. We were locked in an embrace. All right, so once you kill all the enemies, that's going to stop the madness. And that will make it a little safer for us to explore this area. Now, your call. If you want to kill the rats, you can. If you want to run from them, you can. Hey, Runar. Those are pretty rare drops, by the way, from these creatures. Alright, so now that we've dealt with the tower, we're going to go down this path. This actually leads to the alternate locations that you would normally be coming here with. And again, this is one of the reasons why I like heading in the back way instead, because otherwise you're in a very open field with this tower quite a far ways away. So, anyway, I got some items to pick up, and then we're going to head back. So now we're about to enter the village. This village is infected by the Frenzied Flame as well. Behind this building, by the way, is a note about the Frenzied Flame. So it talks about the 3 fingers instead of the 2 fingers. So I've got a cookbook here. Clarifying boluses. This is good for dealing with madness. All right. Various woe constantly attracts enemies' aggression. We're going to follow this mountain path up. Get that if you want to. Otherwise, though, we're going to come over here. Pick up a stone sword key. Forgot about this item. Alright, so now we're going to head back up. But be aware there's a rat over here near the thing we want. So that's the ability that we actually almost got hit by. It's basically almost like a sniper ability. In fact, we're going to be dealing with an invasion here in a minute that the guy actually has that ability. Alright, so once we got these items out here, keep going up this path towards the church. And we are suddenly going to be desummoned. This guy's no slouch. I recommend doing kind of a couple of hits and then roll to the right. I'm about to get madness on us. He can heal himself, by the way. Oh, spider monkey. Irritating. Anyway, now we're going to get the fingerprint grape. So let's go ahead and head into church. Sacred tear and a finger maiden outfit. Then grab an increase on our flask. And then I think we're going to go ahead and travel over to the Kingsrealm ruins to wrap out this episode. We do have an item that's required for progressing Hyeda's quest. We'll talk to her probably at the beginning of the next episode. So over on the right side of this place, you'll see some of these enemies here. Anyway, roll into this. Alright, so this boss is the Royal Revenant. This thing is hyper aggressive and weak to healing damage, which means for a melee user, this is going to be hard. Let's go ahead and start. So right off the bat, I recommend summoning for this fight because this boss's attacks are all over the place, and you definitely want to get him off of you pretty quickly so you can get in some good shots. He teleports usually a short distance away in a straight line. He also spits poison at you. Again, this fight would be a whole lot easier if we were a incantation user. But otherwise, that's going to do it for him. Frozen Needle. This is basically a sword that has frost buildup. It is a thrust weapon. I actually kind of like this ability and this sword. Otherwise, I think that's going to do it for this episode, everybody. In the next episode, we're going to do a little bit of cleanup. Basically, we're going to be heading over to this section here. We're going to talk to Hayato while we're there, and then we're going to finally head into the Ray Lucaria Academy in the next episode. But until then, thank you everybody for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Later.